We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
if you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Lucario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
As you know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose.
Even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.
Yo, we back. Another Saturday. What's good, Miles?
Hey, chilling, man. Life is good, man. What's going on with you?
Man, chilling. Yo, real quick, before we get into this, you got anything you want to plug, fam?
Oh, yeah. Listen, man, the 20% off Black Friday sale going on until Cyber Monday. Black Friday sale on everything on the masculineidentity.com website. So you could get your posters, you could get your soaps, you can get even a consultation, 20% off. So make sure you go to masculineidentity.com, masculineidentity.com, and get your 20% off for the Black Friday sale.
Man, look at Renee. Johnny on the spot with it. I like that shit. Johnny on the spot with it. Yo, they go to links right there, y'all. Yeah.
And my bad, you got to put Black Friday exactly, no space. Black Friday, all caps. Black Friday, all caps, no space. And that's what you put in the discount code on the checkout page, and then you get your 20% off. Shout out to Efosa for the 99-cent super sticker. Shout out to Renee P. Thank you.
Oh, so real quick, the shea butter, you still doing that, right?
I'm still doing it, but I sold out on this batch, so I gotta put another batch together. Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all, the man sold out. So what that tell you? That tells you better come get yours.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. When I put it out, come and get it, because it sold out in like 3 days. It sold out in 3 days, so it was it's fire, man. And I put a lot of work into it, and it's it's really good for the skin. It's really good for the skin. Like, honestly, if you got like eczema or any like dryness or issues, like skin issues, of course, anything beyond like regular shit, I can't help you with, because I ain't no dermatologist. But I'm just saying, like, if you got skin issues like eczema, mild eczema and shit like that, like it'll help. You got discoloration and all that type of shit. It could help. It could really help.
There we go. There we go.
Shout out to Danny P. He said respect to the panel. Shout out to 25S.
My bad. I'm jumping all around and shit. I'm trying to get people they love and shit.
The super sticker. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all, man. Right. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Manhood is a Skill Set Show.
So what are we talking about today, ladies and gents? We're talking about the unintended consequences of giving women options with you. And one of the things I like to talk about is don't give women options, right? And gentlemen, and I want both men and women to understand this. A lot of you guys, y'all need to get a lot more methodical in the way that you deal with women, right? And I'm not saying you can't give women the fringe benefits of dealing with you. What I am telling you, however, that depending on how long you've been dealing with the woman, depending on how consistent she is, and depending on her level of investment, past just sex don't count as an investment. So past just sex, you can kind of roll out different things that you like to do with women, but make sure that the women are actually worthy of the things that you're introducing, right? Don't give women all of you in the beginning, right? Don't roll out the red carpet and just give women shit because you like the way they look and you like the sex. Don't do that, right? Again, the unintended consequences of giving women options with you, right? You saw the thumbnail, right? I tell you guys all the time, behind door number one is sex, right? That's when you very first meet with women, that should be the only door that you present to them, right? If you fuck around and present door number two, sex and possibilities, most women are going to seek the possibilities. What else can I get out this situation?
Right.
And what guys don't understand is you're complicating your experiences with women, right? When you do that type of shit. Now, again, guys, I'm not here to tell you not to introduce non-sexual activities, non-sexual intimacies. However, what I am telling you is you need to be very mindful of when you introduce it and what you introduce, right? Just be careful of that shit. And I do got some videos that I'm gonna play for y'all, some clips rather, and then we're gonna get more into it and break that down. But Miles, you got anything you want to add before we get into this?
Yeah, I want to say this too. When it comes to not giving women options, I hope guys don't think that we're saying that, we're supposed to just, pressure women and control them and keep our foot on their necks, right? What it really means is that it's not about giving her options so she can like make the plan, because it's still your responsibility to make the plan. So the bottom line is to be thoughtful, to have a masculine identity, to know how you want things to go, and think about the situation and have a plan for your woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not up to you. It's not efficient to give a woman options, because if she has free will and options, then she could just be single by herself. You see what I'm saying? What she's really looking for is that leadership. So it's not about an option, it's about a plan. And because she already chose you. She chose to be with you. Do you understand? So she already chose you. You are the option. Now, once she chose you as the option, she's also looking for you to have the plan. You understand? So the thing is, you are the option. You understand? So don't give women options. Give women instruction, meaning give women a plan. Give the woman especially the woman that you're dealing with, the woman that you care about, give her a thoughtful plan based on the situation, based on your masculine identity, and based on how you want things to go down. You understand? Because at all times, she should be following your leadership. You understand? And leadership only comes when you have a plan. Because a lot of times we don't understand how important it is for us to think about things and to do things with purpose and to construct a plan and to design how we want things to happen. We just allow life to just happen the way it happens. It's like, no, when we walk into the restaurant, I want to sit here and my woman is going to sit there. You understand? And then when it's time to order, I want her to tell me what she want, and then I'll tell the waiter. You understand? And so on. And so everything is a plan. You understand? Like even when we're walking, I'm surveying the area. If it's too crowded over here, we're going to walk this way. Like I've been out to like events, and there's multiple exits, but everybody's leaving out the same exit. So it gets crowded on one side of the building. Guess what I do? I look for a separate exit. You understand? I've been in situations where I remembered where I parked and I remember the shape of the building. And then I chose the exit that nobody's choosing. And that exit is the exit that's closest to the car. You see what I'm saying? But
Forethought. Always have a forethought.
Exactly. And the average man, the average person does not do this. The average person does not do this. Everybody's leaving through the same exit because that's what you see everybody else doing. I'm leaving through the exit that is most convenient and based on the plan. Because I thought about it, like you said, forethought. I thought about it before. Before the show was over, I thought about how me and my lady is going to safely exit this situation. And I'm also thinking about the fact that it might be raining or it might be cold, and I want us to have a nice beeline to the car. You see what I'm saying? And so we could get to the car quickly, easier. And I get to my car before everybody else, and I'm able to exit the parking lot before the rest of these idiots is
The traffic.
the traffic jam and all this other shit. Me and my lady's already on the highway ready to get home. You see what I'm saying? And you still stuck in the parking lot because you had no thought. You had no plan. You left the options to everyone else. You see what I'm saying? You have to realize that you are the option. Then once you realize that you're the option, now you have to have a plan to go with the option of you. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's really all about.
And let me add this, right? When we talk about forethought, right? When I talk about unintended consequences and inadvertent behavior. Now, when I say inadvertent behavior, a lot of guys say and or do things without understanding the ramifications of what they're saying and are doing, right? So even when we talk about the unintended consequences of giving women options, when you give people too many options, that tends to create indecision, right? It's kind of like if you ask a woman where she want to eat, ask a woman where she want to eat and watch her change her mind 5 fucking times. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right? This is why you don't give women options. You basically tell women, hey, this is what we're going to do. Are you with it or not? Are you with it or not? Right? And Miles, you alluded to this earlier. It's not about putting your foot on a woman's neck. It's about creating an experience where you eliminate the unnecessary bullshit.
Exactly.
Right? And all you're doing, again, we talk about vetting women, having a structured life. Okay, part of you having a structured life and part of you vetting women is making sure that shit goes off without a hitch. That you eliminate the forethought, right? You can already see if I say and or do this, it can potentially lead to that. So I'm already thinking ahead of the game to eliminate certain things from happening, right? Because you can't control the woman, but you can control to one degree or another how you handle shit so you can eliminate the bullshit because you can already see it, right? You can already see it. It's kind of like even when you tell chicks, hey, sit here. And she don't, her only option is sit here or the date is over.
Right.
The option of you still staying over there, that's not an option for you.
That's not an option.
Right? So a lot of that is part of you making sure that the experience you want comes to fruition. It either happens the way you want it to happen or it just don't happen.
Right.
Right? But you got to be okay with it not happening because it's not happening the way you want it to happen anyway. And also for you guys that like to ask women, tell me where you want to go on a date. Don't give her options. Because here's the thing, and I want guys to understand this. In the very beginning, when you very first start dealing with women, what you introduce in that woman's mind, it becomes an expectation. Right? Period. So if you're starting off asking a woman, where do you want to go eat? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And you give her that role in your life to make that decision. Now, as you guys begin to deal with each other going forward, she's always going to have that expectation. And the very first time you don't ask her what she want to do, she's going to say, so you're not going to ask me? You're not going to ask me my opinion on it? And now you didn't create a situation for yourself, right? But instead of at the very beginning, making sure that you set the tone and the boundaries and the parameters for how things are going to go. And guys, this also, it not only does it help you stay consistent, but it helps the woman understand that this man moves a certain way. So I need to get in line with how he's moving.
Yep.
Right? It literally makes your situation dealing with women a lot smoother and a lot easier. But a lot of you guys, you're all over the place. Right? And here's the thing with women. Women are going to follow your lead. So if you display or exhibit consistency, she's going to get on board. As soon as she's really feeling you, she's going to get on board with that. But the moment you display or exhibit inconsistencies, she's going to mirror the same thing.
Right.
Let's bring the homie in here. What up, Jay?
Roman.
What up, man? What up?
What up, man? What's going on?
Man, I'm sitting here. I'm thinking I'm gonna be early, on time. I got, and I hear this loud bang happen, right? Pow! So I grab my tools and go downstairs to investigate what's going on, and my garage spring just broke.
Oh shit! Here we go. Hey, they don't.
ownership. The niggas don't know.
Yeah, home. Hey, look, let me tell y'all something. Renting or leasing a home is not when you actually, got a mortgage. Yeah. When that warranty expires, all them costs is coming out your motherfucking pocket. Everything, every little thing that fucking happens and shit.
Yo, home ownership is not a fucking game. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You gotta have your money right, and or you have to have your handyman skills on point.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to change locks and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna get down and fix it.
Bro, I had in my old crib, I had a gas and electric water heater. Right in the garage. See, if you don't know nothing about that gas, you don't want to fuck with the gas shit. But because it was gas and electric, I'm like, I don't want to fuck with this gas. Now, luckily across the street, my neighbor, he owns a business dealing with that. So, I got him to assist me, but I'm learning. He could have just fixed it. I'm like, no, I gotta watch you do this. I gotta see what you do, because there's gonna come a time when you're not around. And the amount of money it would cost for me to hire someone to do it would be astronomical. So I got to learn, how to deal with the gas and electric. Because some people just have, electric appliances. But when you have a mixture of gas and electric, the stove is also gas and electric. So, that shit go down, you got to know what to do or hire someone to do it. You got to have the money to do it, right? So home ownership, that's some real shit. But let's go ahead and get into this. Again, Society again with the $2. Salute to the panel. Thank you for the game. SOG. Appreciate y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this first one. So real quick, I got 3 clips. The first clip is going to set up the other 2, right? Right. So the first clip is basically a guy. Well, fuck it. We're just gonna play. I just want to play it. I want to get you guys this genuine and authentic response to this bullshit. But anyway, so here we go.
I'm pretty sure you take that on dates.
No, I don't eat on dates.
Explain. What do you mean?
Well, a man shouldn't be eating on dates majority of the time. The only time you should be eating on a date is towards the end of the night. Most men don't know how to date. You know that, right?
Let's get into it.
There's a science to dating. So if I meet a woman, my goal is to create an experience for her, because what most guys don't understand is you're not going to get a second, third, fourth, fifth date. How do I know? I've spoken to so many women who went out on a date with a guy, but he did something, or she may start talking to this dude, or something happens between the time they had that date and the potential for the next date, which ruins it. So what a guy has to do is he has to take the first date and turn it into 3 to 4 dates in one. It's called compressing time frames.
You talking about like a whole day event type shit?
Exactly.
That sound good. However, the reality is this. She either like you or she don't. If she like you, all that dating, all that I don't eat, nah. You gonna do you.
So, yeah, when he first started off, it was like, all right. But when he got to the end and he talked about 3 dates in one and making it a whole day, guys, see, like the homie said at the end, it sound good, but here's the reality of you doing that. If you take a woman on the first date, you just met this chick,
right?
And you're literally spending the whole day with her. You're going from one location to another location to a third. When you do that, right, you're giving a woman, okay, again, unintended consequences. You're giving her the option to say, oh, wait a minute, I can get used to this. So even if I am sexually attracted to this guy, or I pondered the possibility of fucking him, let me not fuck him now. Right. Because I can get used to this.
Right.
So what a lot of guys end up doing when you do shit like that, you set yourself up for a woman to look at door number 1, dick. Door number 2, dick and possibilities. You know what? Let me not fuck him now because I like this. I want to see if I can get more of this. So most women understand that maybe if I withhold the sex, I can get more of this type of treatment. But if I fuck him now, maybe I'll never get this type of treatment from this guy again. Right? This is why you got to be careful what you introduce. And another thing that guys got to understand, when you do shit like that, when you do all these little dates and you do all these things, and when women eventually have sex with you, it's usually on the strength of all of these different things you've been doing. So now the sex you're having is tied in to all these different things, right? An example of this, I know some of you guys have experienced this, where you're kicking it with a woman, maybe you're watching movies together, maybe you're doing these different dates. The moment you try and have sex without the date, she's looking at you like, aren't we going to go out? Aren't we going to watch a movie? Because now the expectation of having sex is tied into you doing something first.
Right.
Right. And even if the woman doesn't consciously think of it like that, subconsciously, it's all tied in together. Right. This is why, another example, this is why guys who get into situations and relationships or marriages where the woman stops fucking and the guy's like, what's up? And the woman says, I don't think you take me out enough. We haven't been on a trip in a long time. Right. And that usually happens because the things you did at the beginning was tied directly to her saying, you know what? I'm going to fuck him now. You know, he's shown me that he wants more than just sex. So now I think I can give it to him. And not only will he still be there, but I'll still have access to him actually dating me. Y'all want to speak to it?
Man, I just, it always kills me is these dudes who, they sitting there and they give this look like a nigga with game. Like, they got the suit, they smoking a cigar, you know what I'm saying? And they talking so confidently, but the shit that they saying shows how weak and simpish their perspective is. You understand? And because he's talking about, oh, well, so many things that's going to happen where you're not going to get a second date with this chick. So why am I worried about getting a second date with this one chick when I know I got 3 in line, I got 4 in line, and I got plans to talk to more? What are we talking about? And if I got that much game and confidence in myself, I'm not thinking like I'm never gonna have a second date. I'm thinking this chick better know that she need to act right so she could get a second date with me. That's the mentality. But this nigga tell me, oh well, I need to shrink 3 dates into. Let me tell you something. If I'm on a date with a chick and I already see that there's no chemistry, she's not even getting a second drink, much less a second location. You see what I'm saying? I already realized, okay, well, it's been nice meeting you. I promised you a drink. In my mind, I'm like, I promised you a drink. I invited you out and I promised you a drink, but there's no chemistry here. So have a good night. It was nice meeting you. Do you need me to walk you to your car? You know what I'm saying? Like, text me real quick. Let me know that you got home. And that's that. Because I'm already on to the next. I'm not sitting there trying to, well, I know I'm only going to have 1 date with this chick, so I need to truncate and I need to compress time so I could try to leave an impression on her to force her to like me and all. I can't stand these niggas, bro. These are the guys that the impressionable minds are gonna listen to because they sitting there looking like they got it all together when they really don't. But you got it, K.
So let me add this, J. Roman. I'm gonna pass it to you. This is what I want guys to understand. It's not what you do, it's why. Why are you motivated to make the decisions you're making when it comes to the women you're dealing with? He is making decisions based upon him trying to impress the woman so much that she'll want to see him again.
Right.
Right. And my thing is, and that's the why he's doing it. Right. What did he say? I talked to so many women and guys won't get a second or a third date because of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my second and third date in one night, in one day. So that way I'm guaranteed to get all I can get out of it. And again, he's doing it for out of scarcity. Like, right. I want to ensure that I'm going to see her again. Yeah. So let me do all of this shit. And let me just say this, and Joe Roman, I'm going to pass it right to you. When it comes to my woman, we can do all of that fly shit. We can make a whole day of it, right? But when it comes to women you just met, no, they got to earn that type of situation, that type of attention. Exactly. Joe Roman, you got it.
I mean, both of y'all just hit it on the nail right there. He lost me when he said he don't even eat. Like, I'm wondering, like, are you sitting there watching her eat? Like, I don't understand. And then he didn't really explain it. Like, and then he says, we're doing, most men, they dating wrong. They should eat at the end of the date. And I'm thinking, okay, there's times where I want to eat at the end of the date because I don't like fucking on a full stomach. So, that's just me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, hey, okay, what is he about to say? But then he says, you got to have like multiple dates in the one date. And I'm just like, so you sitting there taking her from place to place and you don't eat?
You don't
like that's how much you got in high regards for her that you don't eat? Like, come on, man. I'm not. Sometimes things need to hit everybody's head without any of us saying anything and just say, man, that sounds kind of goofy.
It sounds goofy.
It just sounds kind of goofy to sit there and you telling me I'm taking her out and the basis of eating is not even, I don't even eat. I don't even nurture my own body because I'm so into her. Like it don't even make any sense. It don't even sound real. And then on top of that, he ain't trying to take her out on no cheap dates, right? Because if you ain't eating and you talking about you need to compress multiple dates into one, basically you're trying to tell her, I am funner than the next guy.
Right. I got it like that.
Super fun. I am this guy you can just enjoy yourself with and things like that. I'm come from reality, the real world. I might need to use the restroom and I don't want you around. This date is going to end. It is going to end. And if you call me, you call me. Like, I don't understand that. Prior to me getting a little more accountable for my actions when it comes to girls thinking something, even though I didn't say it, but I showed them that, right? Doing that boyfriend material, going on doing multiple things and stuff like that. If I wanted to go see go to a racetrack and then go to the movies or go do something else with my day because I've been working so much, that's what I wanted to do. Even though it would give a wrong impression to her that we together. It's not that we're together. It's just you're here accompanying me on some things I've been wanting to do.
Right.
And I got the day off to do it.
Right.
And then there was out of town. Like when you take it on the road to go out of town, well, you're out of town. I'm only going to be here for a couple days or this night. So yeah, let's go to the movies and let's do this or let's do something because I like to be out and about. But it was never in a essence of I need to do this all for you so you can look at me and be like, oh, okay, he's the guy because he can do a lot of different stuff. It just, to me, like, do y'all really like, and I'm talking about not y'all too, but just, people listening, do y'all really like to have that mentality on your head as you're dating? Like, choose you, choose an easier time, man. This is not, this is crazy how it is these days, man, to have cats even say stuff like that.
Facts.
Hey, what they got that nut retention and now you're not even eating. What's next? You putting your finger down your throat to throw up to look a certain size? Like, I don't understand, fellas. Come on.
Niggas are bulimic out here.
Yeah.
Yo, no, I wanted to say, man, if I'm not eating, she definitely not eating. And first dates is no food. What are we talking about? First dates ain't no food, man. You understand? So, like, see, I don't know. I must be from a different era too. That's another thing. I don't know. But the game don't change. The game don't change. What guys don't understand is that the more that you do, the more that you give a woman without her earning it, is the less value you show. So he's talking about trying to create an experience and trying to compress 3 dates into one because he's trying to give her an experience so that he could possibly have a second date with her. Bro, you're giving that woman way too much. And she hasn't, and he didn't say anything about, her earning it or her showing some type of chemistry or compatibility or some type of cooperation. He didn't mention any of that shit. But he's trying to do all of this to ensure that he sees her again. And so why is she that important and you're not important?
Exactly. But here's the thing, and I want guys to understand this. You're the experience.
Right.
Because here's the reality of it. One guy A can do all of that shit he was talking about. And that woman could enjoy the attention she's getting. She can enjoy the date, the different venues he's taking her to. She can actually enjoy that.
Right.
But the next guy could take her to a coffee shop. And she could enjoy that more than with the other guy because she actually is feeling the guy. Exactly. Right? This is what guys got to understand. Taking women on all them dates, that's not going to make them like you more. That's not how that works. Go ahead,
commendable caller.
All right. So we got a 718. You're on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. We got your host, Kay Zagan, and we also got Miles and Jay Roman. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Moses.
Moses, what's going on with you, bro?
What up?
Yeah, and I wasn't gonna call in, but I had to call in. My question, like something that all of y'all been talking about, guys who take women out to dinner. My question is, when did the rule of the game tell guys to take women out to dinner on the first date? Like how crazy is that?
No, Moses, that's been happening, right? There's always been guys who've done that. But see, here's the thing, right? Guys can do what they want to do, right? With their money and all that other. I don't give a fuck what guys do. My only issue with guys is this. How many guys have you heard come on YouTube doing content or on IG or Facebook and they complain about being used? Oh, man, she just using me for a free meal. Well, my thing is this. Why are you taking her out then? So if guys want to take women out and spend $200, $300 and take them to dinner, guys can do what they want to do. My only thing to guys is this. Don't complain about it then. When shit don't work out and the chick don't want to fuck with you, you can't get no ass or whatever the case may be, don't complain about it. So my thing is, if guys, here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to pass it to the guys. If guys take women out, whatever amount of money you choose to spend, when that date ends and that woman says, I appreciate you taking me out. I had a great time, but I don't know if this is going to work. I really don't see you that way. Right. If guys have this mentality, all right, cool. All right, well, look, good luck to you. If you have that mentality, I have nothing to say to you. Right. But the moment you complain, well, this bitch using me, how come you didn't let me know you wasn't feeling me, man? I wasted time and money. Now I'm looking at you like you're an idiot. Don't complain, bro. But y'all got it.
Yeah, the whole thing about see, the game never told niggas to take women out to dinner. It was TV that told niggas to take women out to dinner. You understand? TV and movies and that type of shit that told niggas to take women out to dinner. All you need to do is meet up. That's it. You could do drinks or whatever, but the bottom line is meeting up by today's standards, you want to meet up in a public place or a neutral venue, meaning that it's not necessarily your place and it's not her place, right? But even then, if you're just trying to smash and you know that the chemistry is already there, there's nothing wrong with meeting up at your place necessarily. If you know what you're doing and you got all your safety, all of your safety requirements made, you get what I'm saying? But the bottom line is this: the first meetup has to be simple because, like somebody said in the chat, I think it was Game Wise DJ, you are the date. You are the date. See, the problem in society, and the reason why they do that in movies and TV is that it's in the interest of the corporations and the businesses to persuade you to take a woman out and spend money. You see what I'm saying? People, these companies make a lot of fucking money. These alcohol companies, these bars, these venues, Applebee's, Chili's, all these corporations, all of them stand to make money by influencing society. But the bottom line is to do something simple so she can understand what she's truly interested in. Because these niggas is going to first date rock climbing and shit. What first date parachuting? First date, we flying out to France for baguettes and croissants. What the fuck? What the fuck? So if I'm doing that on the first date, what am I do for you when you my wife? What the fuck am I do for you when you actually my girl? Are we like, come on, guys? It should be an escalation. It should be simple.
And as she earns it, then she gets more. It goes from a coffee date. Once she's your girl or your wife, now y'all flying out overseas somewhere, right? It should escalate depending on the investment she's making and she's earning it. It should escalate. Y'all got it, man.
Yeah, go ahead, Moses.
Oh, let me say this. Look, Moses, real quick. Let me say this real quick, and I'll pass it right back to you. For all you guys, when y'all first meet women and all you want to do is have sex, but you offer a date believing that you got to, you're giving her an option by doing that. But go ahead, Joe.
Yeah.
Or go ahead, Moses, my bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say this. What happened?
Go ahead, Moses.
Go ahead, Moses.
No, I was gonna say this. Like, first off, like me, I keep things simple. I don't take women out on no dinner dates. Ain't no dinners over here. I don't care. I don't care if it's McDonald's, 99 cents worth of bread. Like, ain't no food going in the women's mouth on the first date when I'm dealing with her. Either we going to get drinks, coffee, or walk in the park. One of those three things. You know, and then there's times where I did not spend money. And I walked in the park and I didn't spend no money and I smashed that night. So I mean, what like now? Don't get me wrong. There are chicks. There were times where chicks came at me like, "Oh, I don't want to do this. Let's go to dinner instead." You know, sometimes it happens, but I told her no. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as a chick says dinner, I just block her number right then and there. Like, ain't no dinners over here. Oh, I'm not.
917. Hold on. We'll get to you. Keep going, Moses.
No. Like there was times where chicks come at me where, not often, but there was times where they come at me. I told her let's go to drinks. They said no. Let me go to dinner. I said nope. Block.
Right.
You know. So I block anytime a chick asks me to take them out to dinner. I block them. You know. I don't play that. You know.
Right. J. Roman, you got anything for this?
Yeah, you know, everybody was saying, you know, when did this dating thing start? And to me, it started a long time ago. Men has always had a, you know, the burden of, you know, providing, protecting, and, you know, conquest and stuff.
Right.
I can only imagine when caveman times, right? You know, they all went and hunted and brought the food back,
right?
You know, for them to cook it up. So, with progression of human beings, things changed a little bit, and dating. What dating used to be a serious thing.
Yeah.
Like dating was, you know, you didn't date unless you intended to marry.
Facts.
Now, fucking wasn't. No, don't get it twisted. You dated if you intended to marry. I think people were still getting it in. I'm just saying you actually went and said, hey, can I date your daughter, or can I date your, you know, whatever, and you would go out on a date, and it didn't have to be nothing with food, but it basically was saying my intentions of spending this singularity time with her is on a serious note. That's not where we're at these days, but I believe that the essence of that is still there, because now, though, a lot of guys feel like that is the way to even get sex from them, you know, and not just the mind. Truthfully, I think a lot of dudes these days is more lovers than women, to be honest with you. They are more rom-com than these ladies are right now, because they want to come in and show them and do all this stuff so they feel like the man, and then, you know, they just want to be thanked at the end. Like, I want to be thanked at the end for everything that I've shown you. And the best way to thank me is to give me a little. Don't you agree?
Validation. That's validation, pussy. That's the worst.
Right? I've done all this stuff for you. I done fed you macaroni and cheese, and we had it from an expensive restaurant, and you know, now it's time to smack it in macaroni and cheese style. Like, I just feel like it's always about that impressive. I got to impress you. I got to do this so I can get what I want, instead of just being honest and bare, like, hey, what's up with this? What's up with that? This is what's going on.
And Jay Roman, I want to add to what you were saying, because history tells us this, right? History tells us this. In general, and I'll just start from American society, because that's what I know, right? But in general, American society, a single woman still lived with her parents. Do you understand? Now, if you asked a woman out for an evening, because remember, America was a little different, where everybody kind of did the same shit. So if you ask a woman out at 6 p.m., that means if you didn't ask her out, she was going to be having dinner with her parents. So when you asked a woman out one evening of the week, the main reason why you would take her to dinner is because you're pulling her away from what she would have been already be doing. You understand? So back then, it was more of a formality where it's like, oh, well, number one, like I said, she lives at home with her parents.
She had chores.
During that time, she would have been eating anyway. So then when the man says, Mr. Cunningham, I have intentions with your daughter and I would like to take her out Thursday night. Well, Mr. Cunningham is like, well, what time Thursday night? Well, sir, I would like to take her out at 6:30. Well, 6:30, she would be having dinner. So you definitely should be taking my daughter to dinner. And to a nice
5:30, she milking the cow.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So he would be taking her to dinner because logically that's what he's supposed to be doing. But see, here's what happened in the progression of society. Now women are working and making their own money. Now she's not at home with her parents. Now she's her own quote unquote woman. Do you understand? And now she's not just looking at the fact that, we could go get a simple burger or we could go get a simple meal just to get to know each other. Now this bitch is talking about, well, you need to take me to Ruth Chris and you need to take me to a 5-star steakhouse and you need to do this and you need to do that because, I could do bad all by myself and I could do the bare minimum on my own. So if you want my time, you better pay this and pay that and take me here and do this and do that. You see what I'm saying? Because I use my money for lashes and makeup and hair and blah, blah, blah to look good. And so you better make sure it's worth my time. So it's like a whole progression. So the thing is that now, since a woman makes her own damn money, listen, come see me at 9:00. Make sure you have dinner at 6. So by the time you see me for the date, you already ate and took care of your own shit because you make your own money and all that, right? You a 6-figure boss bitch and all that, right? Okay, cool. So let's meet up at 8:30, 9:00 for drinks because I don't need to feed you. Because you make your own money. You see what I'm saying? So now you can't use me for a 5-star dinner. Now you have to meet with me and do something simple and actually get to know the man that's standing in front of you. You see, so that's like the difference.
And let me when I get off my time.
Okay.
Let me say this quick.
Yeah.
There's a lot knowing me, I live in New York. There's a lot I'm out every night from 11 p.m. to 4, 5 in the morning. What happened is at these bars, there's a lot of bars. They make money off of simps by tricking on, basically, because I see it all the time. What they do is these simps, they go out to spots to meet women. They spend $25 on a drink just to buy a woman a drink, like probably 3-4 rounds, right? And the woman ain't even buying him nothing in return. And I'm like, yo, no wonder why these spots is making so much money because of these simps.
Well, Moses, real quick, and I got to reiterate this because I want guys to understand something. Spending money on women is not the problem. It's why are you doing it? The why is always important. So if you're out on a date with a woman and you're buying a round or two, I don't see no problem with that. But if you're and this is why I say the why is important because you'll have some guys, they'll buy a woman a drink. And when she says thank you and she goes to walk off, he'll be like, what? You can't conversate with me? You can't talk to me? I just bought you a drink. You're being rude. So the reason why guys are buying women drinks, because they think it's the customary thing to do to be able to get a conversation with her. Right? So that's them kind of buying their way in to be able to talk with her. That's the problem. It's not them buying a woman a drink that's an issue. It's the why. Why are you doing it? And again, it goes back to guys are spending money on women with an expectation of her time. Oh, you owe me a conversation now. Or if I bought you dinner, you owe me some sex now. And when guys do that type of shit, that's where the problems come in at. But y'all got it.
All right, Moses, we'll let you go, bro. But that was a good question you brought up, bro.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, man, take it easy. All right, so we got 917. You were on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. We got your host, K-Zag, and we also got Jay Roman and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Awesome. Okay, so he touched on a lot of great points.
Name, age, city. Age, city, please.
Hello?
Name, age, city, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Arthur. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm 28.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he touched on a lot of great points there. I also believe in, obviously going to bars, buying girls drinks, all those things. I used to do that when I was a lot younger, and I quickly realized that when I completely avoided those kinds of women completely, that's when I started seeing major success. I also believe that a lot of guys today don't have the ability to walk away and to work within this framework, this foundation where and this mindset where women should be chasing you,
Right.
and for every girl you buy a drink for, there's always a guy in the background that she's going above and beyond for strongly. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Real talk. But you
'Cause
said
my
you
most
started
successful
wait. You said you started getting more success when what happened?
So about 4 or 5 years ago, I avoided the bar scene, I avoided going out, I avoided all of that. And my entire purpose was obviously to create a roster and a rotation. I did it through a little bit of, dating, a lot of Instagram messaging, and I was able to build that roster until I met a girl where, it got to a point where she was buying me stuff. She was really trying to earn a spot in my life, talking about, oh, let's do the GPS, let's do Find My Friends, really, really chasing me. And that's when, and it's crazy because that's when I was the most emotionally disconnected. And that's when I didn't buy her anything. That's when the only dates I took her on and the standard I set was maybe a walk in the park, maybe, some Starbucks, maybe just going and having a little bit of fun and allowing her to earn a spot in your life.
Right.
And I believe that's the way it really should be. I believe that if women expect to do certain things, dinners and this and that, you should just be discriminating. That's like a major red flag.
Right.
So here's the thing, and this is what guys need to understand. This is why you need to keep dates simple. See, a lot of guys think it's about money. It's not necessarily about the money. For me, it's not about the money, right? What it's more about is you want to see how invested this woman is in actually seeing you. Okay, so this is what I mean by that. If you're setting up a certain type of date where the date is extravagant or where there's an expectation you're going to spend globs of money, is she showing up for the date experience or is she showing up to see you? Right. This is why if you offer a woman, hey, let's go to this free museum right here, or let's just take a walk in the park, and she doesn't want to do that, what she's telling you is, I'm not invested in seeing you. I'm more invested in the type of date you can take me out on that I think is going to be fun. So what we're trying to get guys away from is make the date about you and her connecting, not necessarily the venue or where you're going. Because when women start to pick and choose whether or not they want to do the date based on the venue, what they're telling you is my interest in you is minimal. I'm more interested in where you're going to take me. Avoid those type of women. But y'all got it.
I mean, I agree.
I absolutely agree. It's absolutely.
I agree with the basis of what you're saying.
He hung up, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with the basis of what he's saying, but I am, she should be dating my schedule with me. My thing is, I don't like to be phony. I don't like to do something to change myself just to get a certain result. Right. So if I like going to bars,
right.
And so I'll go to a bar. Like that's just it. Like I don't want to change myself just to be like, okay, well, I stopped going to the bars so I can go here just to meet, this style of woman. And it's just that if I'm at the bar and my style of woman ain't in there, she's just not in there. But if I like going, that's what I want to do. And I think I want to caution you fellas from, even if you feel like it's a better way, you're still having them control the narrative because you're changing just for them and not really for yourself, not really for something that you want to do. You're changing for the result to get that woman next to you. And the basis of anything is you, bottom line. So my thing is, you need to learn to work within yourself of what you like to do, to understand that, hey, I used to go to the bar and buy him a drink, but I didn't buy him a drink to to have them talk to me and have them stay there on my side or whatever. It's just, you know, I'm at the bar. I look to my left or right. Hey, homie, what you drinking? You know what I'm saying? What you drinking? I'm feeling good. I'm enjoying the scenery. I like the music. I like the dance. I'm going to have me a good time. Whoever's around me might get a drink because of the feeling that I got going on.
Right.
That's it. So, you know, I used to go on dates. Like, it's the first time us kicking it, and I got a club for us to go to. Now, some people say that ain't the best place to take somebody for the first time on the date. A dude can holler at her or somebody can holler at you. I don't care. I'm in here enjoying music, dancing, enjoying myself. We having a good time, whispering to each other and stuff like that. At the end of it, hey, I'm about to cut and go home, or I'm going to get something to eat, or I'm about to do this. You rolling or not? It was never of you have to be here and do this.
Right.
At the end of the day, to say I had a good time. I had a good time because I am who I am, and I'm going to have a good time. Now, some ladies, I admit, they'd be like, "Oh, I didn't, you know, I didn't really, you know, you were dancing, and you know, something that, you know, this girl was trying to talk to you, and I didn't have a, you know, oh, okay, well, you know, it's what I like to do.
That's how it be. That's how it be sometimes.
What I like to do, like,
right.
You know, so to me, if you like to take walks in the park, well, take a walk in the park. You know, you don't have to spend money for them. You know, I used to go to the grocery store. You want to come to the grocery store with me? She say no. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. That's it. You know, you didn't want to kick it with me in the grocery store. You know, then I felt like you weren't feeling me.
Right.
So let me go about and do what I have to do at the grocery store. So don't change yourself. Just learn how to say no. No, I'm not buying you to drink when I go out to the club. No, I'm not. You know, like, you ain't got to spend money, but learn how to adapt on who you are, and no matter what the situation is.
Right.
You know, I think I've misused the word adapt in that sentence, but either way, you know.
But no, but to your point, Jay Roman, when you were describing about this is what I like to do. When guys set up dates with women, introduce women, bring them into your world.
Right.
Show them what you're into, what you like to do. Because when we talk about compatibility, which means existing in harmony without conflict, when we talk about compatibility, it makes sense for her to be compatible with the most authentic version of you, right? So if you're asking the woman what she likes to do, and or you're trying to set up dates centered around what you think she would like, at what juncture are you showing her who you are, right? Because you're so busy trying to impress her. You're so busy trying to make her comfortable. You're trying to build rapport with her, and you're trying to get her to like you. But even when a woman says, "Oh, I don't want to go do that," you know, can we do this instead? What she is saying is, this is supposed to be my night. This is supposed to be about me. Right. Why would you want to deal with a woman that has that mentality, right? And I think, and both of you guys hit the nail on the head earlier when you was talking about, you know, the traditional way people used to date and doing things that are customary, right? It was always about, I'm not gonna say always, but a lot of times it was about the woman. You're trying to show the woman that she should fuck with you, right? And I think that's where dating got a lot of guys fucked up, where you're trying to prove something to the woman. You're trying to prove yourself to the woman. At what juncture does the woman got to show you that she's worthy of fucking with you, right? So when the guy in the clip, when he says most guys date wrong, I agree. Most guys date wrong, but not how he was saying it. Most guys date wrong. You should make the date about you. I'm going to introduce, look, when you approach a woman, regardless of how good you think she look, regardless of the fact you want to have sex with her and all that good shit, ultimately, you should look at yourself as a valuable motherfucker, right? And you should think, all right, I'm interested in her. I'm going to give her an opportunity to fuck with me. But in the midst of doing that, she needs to show me why I should continue fucking with her past this date that I'm offering. Because this date is an opportunity, because I already know I'm a valuable motherfucker. I already know who I am. I don't know who she is. So this date is an opportunity for her to show me why I should continue fucking with her. And if we're talking about a second date, okay, why I should even give her another moment of my time to spend with me beyond tonight. Real quick. Shout out LeBron, 20. Yeah. So, but what a lot of guys see, the guy in the clip, he was making it seem like you should be going above and beyond to show the woman why you should be fucking with her or why she should be fucking with you. No. Okay. Why am I fucking with you? Yes, I'm initially interested. All right. So I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'm inviting you into my world. There's a spot I go to that I frequent. I'm going to invite you to that spot. Regardless of what's going on with the woman, I'm going to have a good time because I'm a good time unto myself. Right? I'm at a spot that I enjoy being at, and I'm a good time. I don't need a woman to have a good time. So if the date ain't going how I wanted to go, I can be like, hey, you're free to leave if you want. I'm going to chill right here and continue listening to this live music because this is what I do. I'm going to have a good time. And if the shit ain't going right, okay, guess what I'm going to see? I'm going to see other women who are there by themselves. Guess what I'm going to do? Right. I'm going to go introduce myself to those women. I'm going to have a good time regardless. A lot of you guys, y'all feel like if the date is not going how you want it, your night is ruined. Because you made the whole night about the woman. You made the date about the woman. Everything is about her, which is why you guys would do 2 or 3 dates in one, which is why you guys will take a woman to a restaurant because you're making it about her having a good time. And then what happens is if she's not really interested in you or sex doesn't happen or you go to kiss her and she won't let you kiss her, now you feel like, man, she tripping. Man, she playing with me. No, she did exactly what she was supposed to do. She showed up on a date with a man she wasn't attracted to. She enjoyed her evening on your dime. Now that the date is over, she's on to the next. But y'all got it, man.
All right. So that was LeBron, right? With the $20 super chat. Shout out to him. Guys, call in 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392. Go ahead and call in.
So we do got another video, and let me just set this video up. So, and this is the type of shit that get guys in their feelings, right? So essentially, she's talking about the difference between a man that she is sexually attracted to versus a man that she sees possibilities with and how she conducts herself, which goes to the title. But guys, a lot of times when you guys give women options, how you're behaving says a lot about what the woman thinks she can get out of you. Just how you behave. So we're going to go ahead and play this clip and you're going to see what I mean. Okay, hold on real quick. Let me snatch this motherfucker up.
How old are you?
I'm 44.
How do you feel about sex on the first night?
I don't care. If I have to do, I do. But if I go through dating with somebody else and I figure out this guy for a relationship, I don't make sex first time.
So wait, if he's a good guy, you'll make him wait. If he's a bad boy, you'll give it up. But isn't that a little bit backwards?
No. If he's good boy, I don't make sex first time. I hold myself. Because I have to go in somewhere special with him.
Whereas
I hold.
But you
because
don't.
I have to show him something special, you know.
But if he's a bad boy,
just for fun.
Because you know he doesn't care about you.
He doesn't care about. I don't care too.
What if the good guy wants it on night one?
They want, but I can do. I say, hey man, do you want me? Hold more. One more step.
Yeah. He said one more step. Hey. So what guys got to understand. And if you go to the original video, guys were mad. They were making fun of the way that she looked and making fun of her age. And they were triggered. They were triggered.
I'm with it.
Okay.
I'm with all that.
Okay. And here's the thing, guys.
Some of them ratios is really nice.
How you conduct yourself, what it does, it forces women to put you in a category, right? So what I mean by that is this. When we talk about the consequences of giving women options, if you're the type of guy where you say, matter of fact, let me bring this comment up. And I'm going to show you what happens to you when you have the role mentality. Hold on real quick. Let me bring this because the guy said this earlier in the chat.
He said wrong mentality, not Roman mentality.
No, wrong mentality. Hold on. Please tell me I didn't delete it. Okay, right there. So he says, won't most women sleep with a guy after 2 or 3 dates? I'm confused with the issue what's the issue with going on multiple places the date is going well. He's the type of guy that women will make wait. Because what he's doing is he is presenting himself as a potential boyfriend. Right? He's presenting himself as the type of guy that a woman can say, you know what? I can get all types of non-sexual attention, energy, and non-sexual intimacy out of him.
Right.
So, and here's the thing. Here's the key. Here's the key. When a woman knows that you are sexually attracted to her, and she's pondered the prospect of having sex with you, most women are very well adept at using your sexual desire as leverage to get what they want out of you. And they know if I have sex with this guy too soon, I might not get what I really want. See, with the guy who is just a sexual guy, like the only option he presents is sex. There is no other way you can go with me. Either we're fucking or I ain't fucking with you.
Right.
When a woman is dealing with that guy, she knows either I'm fucking him when he's ready to fuck or I got to leave him alone.
Right.
But when you present women another option, they say, I'm not going to have sex with him now. I'm going to make him wait. But the other guy, because I'm sexually attracted to him too, I can tell he's the type of guy I can't do this with. So I'm curious enough and intrigued enough where I'm going to make it happen. I'm fucking. But this guy right here, Phil McGraw, you're going to be the guy that she makes wait. And you're going to be the guy, you're going to think she makes every guy wait. But that's not true. Y'all got it?
You know the crazy thing about it is, and I don't know the stats of it, I would tend to believe it's more than 50%. But for those who are listening and think honestly, like, I know a couple of people that are married right now and they got it in on the first date. So if the goal is I'm going to wait to show the seriousness so we can be serious and head somewhere, you know, I don't think that the numbers are behind that, where this is the technique to use if that's the goal, you know, to be married or have that serious relationship. I think it's just about even. Like there's a lot of people married, and she might not admit it, but she gave it up that first date. She gave it up that first date.
But guess what, Jay Roman? She gave it up to a non-judgmental man. Most women know that guys are judgmental. So even if a woman wanted to have, do y'all know, and I don't know the numbers on this, but do y'all know, I can guarantee you, there have been women on a first date with a guy and they wanted to have sex with him. But there was something that he said within that conversation that made her believe he was the judgmental type. So like the woman said, I'm going to hold myself. I'm not going to fuck him now because he's going to think I'm a hoe. He's going to think I'm not girlfriend material. So I have to play that role. The young lady in the clip, that's what she said. I'm going to play a role. I'm going to play the virtuous good girl because I can tell you're the type of guy where you want to see that. Where if I sleep with you too quick, you're going to judge me. Right? So now I got to play that role with you. And then a lot of guys get mad because they realize the same girl that made me wait 3 or 4 dates to fuck, she let this guy fuck after 10 minutes of meeting him. Right? Because he came at her differently than you did. He didn't give her no fucking options.
Exactly.
But y'all got it.
Yeah, I would say the thing with the lady in the clip is that she's dealing with dudes that that are not, they're not giving her real instruction. They're not letting her know what it really is. And most dudes don't do it. Most dudes don't say what it is because they're afraid to hear no, or they're afraid to bring up sex too early and all of this and all of that. But the bottom line is this: either, again, and somebody said it, either she's feeling you or she's not. You understand? Either she's feeling you or she's not. We got to stop all this nonsense, man. Guys are too afraid to hear no, and it's like I'd rather hear no than to waste 2, 3, 4 dates and time spent, money spent, and all this other shit just to find out that you wasn't feeling me any damn way. You see what I'm saying? But so with me, first date is cool. You know, if you don't want to do it on the first date, no problem. You know, you could be on your period or whatever it is. There's a lot of things that could be off on the first date, right? It doesn't matter. But second date, you got to know what it is. You gotta know what it is. You understand? And from that point on, we are doing things based on my instruction. You understand? I'm not leaving it up to you. I'm not leaving it up to the woman. The real problem why a lot of you guys are so sexless, or a lot of dudes have trouble with dating, is that you leave a lot of shit up to the female. And and you have to understand how naturally unattractive that is. It is naturally unattractive because the woman in the clip, right? She's talking about, oh, you know, if he's a nice guy, there's no such thing as a nice guy. You understand? What's happening is it's the dude that he tries to behave a certain way so he can give off the impression that it's not about sex, or that he doesn't want to have sex.
Yep.
And so she's willing to make that guy wait. You understand? She's willing to make that guy wait because he's willing to wait. A woman is gonna play all the options that you give her.
She's taking her cues from you.
Yeah.
She's taking her cues from you.
So if you want to smash, bro, then you gotta let her know. You gotta let her know. I'm trying to rock that 44-year-old Romanian. What she look like? She from Romania or some shit?
Yeah, she's definitely Eastern European. Yeah, she's somewhere around there.
I'm trying to peel those fucking leggings off that fat ass. That's what I'm trying to do. What's good? And let her make a choice. And if you ain't trying to smash, then you don't need to see me again. Because you can't make me wait on nothing.
Yep.
You can't make me wait on you. I'm not waiting on you. You call me when you're ready to do what the fuck I want to do.
See, Miles, I don't want that to go over no one's head. We don't have to have sex. Just like she has sexual autonomy, I also have sexual autonomy. We don't gotta have sex. But if and when we do, it's gonna be on my timeline, though.
Facts.
Not hers, right? So when Miles says she can't make me wait, she can't make me wait. Because my thing is, you can't say, oh, I want you to wait for sex, but I want to have access to call you and see you. No, you cannot. The next time you hear and see me, it's gonna be with you coming over. so I can go ahead and break that down. That's it, right? But also, this is my thing. Miles, J. Roman, all the men watching right now, ladies, Renee P. I'm not hiding my sexuality from no woman.
Right.
He's gonna know I am a sexual person. I'm not hiding that. And the guys that women typically make wait, you're the guys that are very indirect, very passive. You're the guys that believe in building rapport with women. Oh, I gotta make her comfortable first. Guys, here's the newsflash. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, she's already comfortable. The mere fact that she's feeling you sexually, she's already comfortable. Right? The only women you have to quote unquote make comfortable are the women who don't view you sexually. So all of these dates you guys are doing, you're trying to use these dates to convince the woman that she should fuck you. I don't want to convince a woman to view me sexually. Either you view me sexually or you don't. And if you don't, our interaction is going to end right now. Exactly. Let me just say this and I'll pass it back to y'all. Y'all need to separate sex from all that other shit. Sex is a standalone thing. Either we're fucking or we're not. All these Netflix and shit, all these different dates y'all like to do, that should be completely separate from the sex, right? Because with me, we can do the Netflix and all that shit later on down the road. We can do all these different fly dates. We can do that shit if you're worthy later on down the road, right? But I'll pick and choose when I introduce it. And the introduction of those things won't be because I sexually desire you. And it won't be because we're having sex. Because let me just say this too. A lot of guys, they don't believe they can set up a fuck buddy situation where it's just sex. And a woman's gonna be cool with that. They believe, man, I gotta give her something. Man, I gotta add a little extra to the pot for her to continue fucking with me. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll spend the night with her every now and again. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll wake up and let her cook me breakfast in the morning, although I knew her for just a week. So guys like to add that non-sexual shit on top of it, believing that she's not going to want just dick. Let me tell you this. If you know how to fuck and you know what you're doing, dick will be more than enough. But y'all got it.
Facts. Real talk. That's real talk. And guys, call in, guys. 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392. Please don't wait till the end of the show. We will not be answering at the end of the show. So please call in 919-647-9392. This is a free call-in show. So don't be afraid. Just call in and we can chop it all up.
Okay, so we got some questions. Let me go ahead. Go ahead, J-Ro.
Nah, man. Every time we have these conversations here, it sounds like there's not a lot of fun when it comes to interacting with the other sex here.
Right.
Like it's business or nothing. Like it's this or And I don't know. I didn't live it like that. I bumped my head a couple times on some things, but you live and you learn. But for the most part, ain't nobody can say they just suckered me. I didn't spend a lot of time in Suckerville, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is, but I had fun. I had a lot of fun. Like, I would have, just ladies hanging out at my apartment, cooking for me or doing something. And it wasn't it was just, we was just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like we chilling, they cooking, we're listening to music and stuff, and we have fun. And I didn't in the back of my head, I wasn't like, okay, man, I'm gonna kick you out unless you give it up. You know what I'm saying? But so many dudes are so thirsty on this thing, they forget to chill. And my thing is that
I like to Miles. I know you're chopping at the bit. So go ahead, J. Roman.
No, I was just saying, like, you see, and I feel you, J. Roman. But here's the difference between you and most of these cats. They're not having fun because they're not actually doing what they want to do.
See, and that was gonna be my next. You just gotta, You
see what I'm saying? They're not doing what they want to. Every fucking thing these guys choose for their life has to do with a fucking bitch. Everything. Not a stitch of clothing. Not nothing in their haircut. The words they speak. The thoughts they choose. Everything got to do with a fucking bitch. And they don't understand how much that devalues their whole fucking existence. So when you say, yes, I was doing what I wanted to do and I have fun, that's the actual difference. Because, brother, listen, you got to understand. If you are the type of dude where day in, day out, you go to 5-star restaurants, you smoke cigars, you chill on yachts because that's what you do, and when you meet women, you just happen to bring them along because you was going to be there any fucking way, 100%. I have no problem with that. Absolutely none. But the problem is so many bitch ass niggas. If it wasn't about a woman, your ass would be in the fucking basement in the dark, beating your meat, playing video games. Huh? And the only reason why you inviting this bitch on a yacht is because you about to rent it right after you finish talking to her. After you say to the girl, yo, you want to hang out with me this weekend on my yacht? And she's like, okay, that sounds cool. Can I bring my homegirl? Yeah, bring your homegirls. Right after he invites her, he gets on his cell phone. And he goes to yachtrental.com. And he fucking rents the yacht. And then he tries to put everything together because he's trying to make the bitch that he just met like him. Not because he was not because he owns a yacht, not because that's his fucking lifestyle. Guys, if that is your lifestyle, if you own yachts, if you fucking got private jets where you can fucking fly to Paris for baguettes, you know what I'm saying? If you could fly to Paris for fucking bread, and that is your lifestyle, by all means, that could be your first date all day. But you motherfuckers, that is not your goddamn lifestyle. You motherfucker. This is why the fucking exotic car rental business is so big, because y'all niggas is faking and fronting.
For a female.
For a bitch.
And there, see, J. Roman, you said we could just kick it and chill. See, and here's the thing, I've said this, I have no expectations. When you said what you said, you have no expectations outside of just enjoying yourself. You're enjoying some female companionship. You have no expectations of sex. But J. Roman, most of these guys, if they did what you did and sex didn't happen, they'll get online and complain, right? So, and here's another thing, to Miles's point, most guys don't even have a place to go out on a date.
Right.
They'll meet a woman and they will set up a date, and only when she agrees to go out on a date, then they scramble at the last minute trying to find a place to fucking go, right? This is why most guys will meet a chick, they'll have like 2 phone conversations with her, 3 or 4 texting back and forth before a date even gets set up, because they're trying to see if the woman is even going to say yes before they actually plan the date, which is why guys will get on here and ask, where should I take a woman out on a date? Because they don't even know where to take a woman. They wait until she says yes. Then what they'll do sometimes, they'll ask her what she likes. And then they'll plan the date idea around what she said, because they have no fucking plan, because everything that they do is at the behest of a woman. The kind of car they drove or drive, the type of clothes they wear. Oh, I don't want to wear polo. I want to wear Louis, because bitches like Louis. So they'll buy shit they can't afford because they think bitches are going to like that shit.
Exactly.
Right? No, seriously. Everything they do is with a woman in mind.
So
nothing they do is with them in mind.
Exactly.
Fellas ain't out here learning from their mistakes or from other people's mistakes on pretending, and what we used to call it fronting.
Yeah, front.
Right?
Yeah, you front.
Yeah. You over here fronting. It never lasts. It never, and you fronting your personality, you fronting your movements, your behavior. It won't last. You can't sustain it. And if the only thing is the gush that you think you about to get, some of y'all was fronting for some gush that wasn't even worth it.
Right.
At the end of the day, like it really wasn't worth it. It's just hard for me in these conversations, because fellas are missing out on some true, just downright fun. Like one of the moments that it's happened a lot, so it's not just one. But you ever been out of town, or you ever been somewhere with your fellas, your homies or something, or just even at the house, and y'all sitting on the couch, or y'all doing something, you look around, it's a whole bunch of females in there. Just a whole bunch of females in the room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Either they cooking, they in the back, y'all having these conversations, and really just kind of hanging out. And I remember I had some roommates and stuff, and I was getting dressed, and she says, where are you going? I said, well, I got a little date. And her face is like, yo, we're all chilling here. It's like, yeah, I know, but I got a little date I'm gonna go to. It was nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. Maybe you can hang out or something a little later. It's a different time. Get back from the date, they all still hanging out. And then she comes up and is like, hey, oh, what was up with that date? And what was up with that? I see you're inquiring about me on what all the going on. So, okay, you missed your boy a little bit then, huh? And then we go from there. It's just like, if you're really yourself, things are a lot easier. I had a Ford Temple that made noise. Like, it literally was like,
I think all of them Ford Temple made noise. I think all of them did that shit, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
And there's some women out there that be like, yeah, I rode in the Ford Temple. It was making noise, and so all I did was turn the radio up a little bit.
Yeah.
And so one girl said, hey, what's that? I said, I don't know. Somebody hit me. Cadillac converter, I think it is, or something. I don't know, but shit, I just got to get used to it until I can get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more real you are, the more real you'll find people around you, where it's easier, because you'll find that if they're not for you, they're not for you.
Right.
It's hard to find people that are really for you if you're pretending to be somebody else.
Exactly.
But Jay, the problem with a lot of these guys, they're so focused on pussy. That's man. Now, there's nothing wrong with sex, but they're so focused on it, and Miles alluded to it earlier, that damn near every decision they make is centered around trying to get this chick to fuck. Now, let me say this about hanging out. When I was in my 20s, Jay Roman, we did that all the time. It'd be me and one of my brothers, and me and a couple of my brothers and some partners, and it'd be like 5 or 6 chicks in the crib. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes over here playing video games. You got people over here listening to music, putting something in the air, sipping on something, and it's just a bunch of motherfuckers. We did that shit all the time, right? But nobody was really stressing, because everybody was chilling. We were just chilling, and sometimes there might be a chick you never met before. She come to the crib. Next thing y'all know, y'all getting off the couch and y'all going to the back room with it. You know what I'm saying? That shit happen all the time. But a lot of guys, they don't even know how to cultivate that type of situation, right? Because they're so fixated and focused on just one little chick right here, right? we do got some questions. We good on the phone call, right, Miles?
Yeah. Guys, call in, guys. We got a bit, maybe 30 seconds left. 30 seconds, 30 minutes left. Make sure y'all call in 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392.
Am I wrong? Call in. Is all you young 20-something-year-olds lost in the head or what? Call in, man, because this is it's getting to me today, man. This is getting to me today.
J-Bone, call in, man. I don't what you mean, all of you and a part of you. What are you talking about, bro?
Is it healthy to never give a woman what? The best what? Yeah, bro, call in. Yeah, some of y'all need to call in with some of these questions. Yeah, call in so that way we can get a little more context to what you mean.
Again, this is a free call-in show, guys. You don't have to donate to call in. Of course, donations are appreciated, but please, there's a free call-in show. Go ahead and call in.
Hey, Daniel, chicks has always been wild. It never changed. There was a stripping pole in 1933. Like I don't understand. Like the women, it really ain't changed to me. It's always been
women.
Prerogative and wild. Like
look, there's always been women that had sex outside of marriage with men they just met. That's always existed. Now, can you say it's more prevalent now? I'll put it this way: women hide it less. Women hide it less than they. Because y'all got to remember, And Miles hit us with the history lesson about courtship or traditional dating. There was a time when if a woman wanted a certain quality of life, she had to depend on a man, right? To provide the house and the family structure, right? Women make their own money now. So women can be more particular and more picky about what they pick men for, right? So if you got a woman who got her own house, she got 2 cars in the garage, she can take trips damn near anytime she want, wherever she want. She don't need you for your money. So now she can say, if I want to just have sex, I'm just gonna have sex. If I see a man I'm sexually attracted to and I want him to beat it up, I'm gonna have him beat it up. So V-Win says, women have called me selfish. Me too, bro. Don't worry about it, asshole. I've been called a bastard a couple times. When I try to take control. Now they never called me a bastard about taking control. It was because I wasn't fucking them enough. So take control and give directions. They tend to argue back. Why are you dealing with them, bro?
Hey, call in, man.
Why are you? Why the very first time you try to give a woman instructions and she's combative, that should be the last time. Why are you continuing to deal with them?
And the sad part is he only talking about like one bitch. He only talking about one. How many men? How many women have you spoke to in the last month?
That do this, yeah.
Like, y'all niggas go. Y'all have one fucking experience and be like, all women are just combative. Like, stop it, man. Stop it.
Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all need to look. When y'all meet way more women, not only will you find it easy to just get rid of women, but you're going to see a lot of women aren't giving you this type of resistance if they're really feeling you. Now, but here's the thing, though. When you say take control and give directions, were you doing that at the very beginning? Because this is what a lot of you guys do. You step to women, you're very indirect, very passive, right? You have no leadership attributes whatsoever.
Right.
Then months later, now you're trying to assert yourself. Women are looking at you like, shut up, right? They're looking at you like that because they don't see you as that dominant, authoritative leader because you never presented that from the beginning. Right. So a lot of times when you're inconsistent with who you present yourself to be with women, they can't take you seriously.
See, and that's the thing. That could have been the tester. I know women who they're afraid of their own feelings, so they naturally give a pushback, but it ain't a real pushback. It's more of a defense, but that's almost like a test to see if you really who you are. You tell her to do something she don't do, and you say, "Hey, I told you to do this. You gonna do it or not?" I don't go back and be like, "Am I doing it right? Am I giving her the right instructions?" It is what it is. You gotta stand on business. Stand on business. Who's that? Boss Mac term? Right there.
Standing on business out here.
Hey, zero tolerance. You have to have the mentality of, I don't deal with chicks that have a slick mouth, one, and chicks that are hard-headed. Okay, right. No. Okay, my favorite word is deference. Humble submission and respect. If I'm dealing with a woman that's not showing me deference, I just don't deal with them. But Miles and Jay, we know what guys do. But she's pretty though. You know what? Maybe after some time when she get used to me and she get to know me better, she'll be a little cooler and she'll be a little easier to deal with. Once she sees that I'm a cool guy, a lot of you guys, that's what you do. The woman is so pretty to you. You're so enthralled and enamored by the way that she look. And Lord forbid y'all have sex. Now you're pussy whipped. She got your nose wide open. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And now you're hoping and praying. Maybe she'll come around. And then you're looking at the woman like something wrong with her. No, something wrong with you. Because you should have been got rid of her.
Facts.
All right, so hold on. So let's get to the next joint. All right, so he says, what if we try not to fuck right away with that woman? Okay, will that make the woman want me more? See how y'all niggas be using all these gimmicks and shit? Y'all see that? And let me say this on top. Let me say this about that. Guys, if you're the type of guy, and shout out to Steve, if you're the type of guy where you like to marinate it first, and you like to get the woman all hot and bothered, and if you like to wait because that's what you do, that's who you are, your personality, right? Your masculine identity. Shout out to Miles. Your masculine identity dictates that you like to make women wait for the dick. Then do you, if that's what you do. But he's trying to use it as a gimmick. Well, if I make her, if I act like I don't want sex, would that make her want me more? See, you're doing it to get pussy. Right? And this is why you guys lose, because everything you do is on the strength of trying to get the woman to want to fuck you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Like, y'all, let me just say this real quick. That's thirsty behavior right there. See, a lot of guys, when y'all listen to women say guys are thirsty, right? Thirsty behavior is you trying to act like you don't want to fuck so the chick will want to fuck, right? Thirsty behavior is you pretending to be someone you're not so the woman will like you. Thirsty behavior is you taking a woman out on multiple dates and or selecting the dates you think she would like so she will like you more. All of those things are thirsty behavior because everything you're doing is with the woman in mind. So essentially what you're doing is you're taking what you really want and you're putting it on a back burner and you're doing everything for her on the front end, believing you'll get to what you really want eventually as long as you do all this shit that she would like first. All of that shit is thirsty behavior.
You win, Miles. You win, Miles. These cats need to know themselves, man. They need some identities or something.
Facts. Guys, go to masculineidentity.com
Yeah.
and look, I got 20%. All you got to do is type in Black Friday, one word, no space. Black Friday, and get yourself a consultation call, man. Order a consultation call, 20% off, guys. Go to masculineidentity.com, 20% off the posters, 20% off the soap. Go. Like, stop playing.
Right now.
So it gotta be you to do what you do because it's not going to come off genuine and it doesn't work the way it should work.
Exactly.
This question right here.
Just one thing though with that last thing about making her wait. Like I like to spice it up too. I like to marinate it sometimes. And I remember, I told this one girl, like, look, green is a great complexion on you. I want to see you get some lacy matching tops and bottoms. I want to see you get that lacy matching top and bottom. When you got it, show me a picture. When you're in the store, like take a picture of it, and I'd be like, yeah, that's the one. Woo. So it happened, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's the one. And so then I had some further instructions on what I wanted her to do with everything when she got home. Now I knew I wasn't coming over there. But the question was, are you going to come over here? And I'm like, nah, I got some stuff to do, but I want to hear you on the phone and whatever. Well, anyway, the next day, she was like, man, you had me so hot and bothered. My ex-boyfriend called me and he came over. And I said, oh, okay, he came over. You know what I'm saying? But, it wasn't no like, oh, okay, he came over. And she would go, yeah, but I was thinking about you the whole time. Like I was thinking about you the whole time, with a whoop, and I was just like, oh, okay. Now, honestly, my attraction is dropping. Like, hey, I wanted to, marinate on that. You marinated too much. It got you too hot and bothered. So now I can't come over there. I can't come over there right away now. So, but just me personally. But let that thing cool down and stuff. And we had a good time and stuff later on. But my thing is, you gotta, if it's you, like I said, if she's dating your schedule, it should dictate a lot of time that you don't really have. Like if you don't have a lot of free time because you're busy in your life doing the things you want to do, you will say stuff like, "Hey, I'm going shopping. Do you want to come hang with me? Want to do this? Hey, I'm going from one job to another job. I'm going to meet at this coffee shop to get myself some coffee. I need a perk up. Won't you meet me there? Hey, I got to study at this little library, for these books I'm getting into for this class. Won't you come to the library around this time when I finish up, and go here to go there?" Like you got to be able to have your own life and fit them in that, which will make it a lot easier because then you'll really see who's with you and who's not with you.
Right. But see, Jay, but this is the thing. Everything that a man does should be centered around his lifestyle and what he does for himself, not centered around the woman. Right? Not centered. This is why a lot of these guys are angry and mad and they come online complaining about women because they do everything at the behest of the woman. And when things don't go their way, they complain. My thing is put yourself first, prioritize yourself. So let me go to Efosa's joint right here. He says, "Is going bowling on the first date okay?" Guys, you niggas are grown ass men. Okay, you're grown men. Just because I wouldn't take a woman somewhere, Miles or Jay Roman or any of the fellas on the Real Game No Theory podcast. Look, let me just say this. I'll just use myself as an example. When I was younger, I would take women on a first date to the movies. And the reason I would do that, again, it's not what you're doing, it's why.
On the hands.
That's why I would take women on purpose because I wanted to see if they were going to do what I wanted to do. So I was going to do, my thing was, to your point, I was either going to be finger banging, getting some head, or I was going to have her sit on my lap in the dark. You know what I'm saying? One of those three things was going to happen. So I wanted to see if she down to have sex in public, right? And why is that? Because I'm a freaky nigga. That's one. But two, also, I wanted to see how invested she was in doing what I wanted to do, where and when I wanted to do it. Right? So every time I took a chick to the movies, we either did something sexual in the movies,
right,
or we had sex right after. So an example would be the finger popping joint, right? Got a hot and bothered, boom. Right, there was a hotel right across the street. Didn't even make it to the crib, went straight to the hotel. Right. But the method to my madness was I already know what I want to do. But not only this, and I want guys to understand this. When I took a chick to the movies for the first time, I already knew she was sexually attracted to me. Right. I didn't take her to the movies and hoped that it would lead to that. I already knew she was.
Right.
So I just used the movie as I want to see how invested she is in following some directions and listening to what the fuck I got to say. Right. So I'm going to have her do some sexual shit in this movie theater. Right. And that was my way of doing shit. Now, would I recommend you guys going to the movies on the first date? No, I would not recommend doing that. But when I did it, there was a reason why I did it. Again, it's not what you're doing, it's why. Why are you doing it? Any decision you make when it comes to women should be in alignment with your masculine identity, right? And there was an experience that I wanted to create, and I wanted to use the venue of the movie theater to create that experience.
Right. Mm-hmm.
See, I like bowling, and I like shooting pool, and I would take them to bowl and shoot pool, but it didn't matter if they knew how to do it or not. I still want to show them the proper way to bowl and shoot pool. You know, how you get behind them and you hold them close and you say, okay, so your hand comes back here like this, you know, and you're right there on that ear. And they're like, boy, I know how to bowl. Yeah, I know, but you don't know how to bowl like I know how to bowl. You know, it's I guess that's what I mean by when you have these moments to have fun the way you want to have fun, but you're going to keep a certain energy about it because I am not here as a friend or a buddy. So that's to me is the thing. Like we not buddies and we ain't friends.
Right.
I'm gonna give you this energy. Now I'm not saying that at the end of this date that energy is what you gonna say. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, let's do that. But I'm telling you right now, if we ain't got that energy, well, this date ain't going too much further, and I ain't mad about it. Like, and have a good day. Have a good day. But that's me back in the day. Now, then you go to the point you don't even date no more. Just come over my crib. Just come over. Just come over. Just come over.
There you go. So, Efosa, my question would be, one, whose idea was it? If it was a woman's idea, that's a no-go. But also, do you go bowling? Is bowling something that you regularly do? Like if you belong to like a bowling league and it's a place you're familiar with, and you just in the mood to go bowling. You're just in the mood. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna bring Shorty along with me. Okay, that's one thing. Right? But again, it's not what you do, it's why. Why do you do it? Now, here's the thing about boyfriend energy.
If she don't let you show you how to bowl, you fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the thing about boyfriend energy. It's not so much the date idea. That could be part of it. But how are you conducting yourself on a date? I'm being sexual, which segues into this real quick. I've seen it right here. No, bruh. I'm the walking, talking embodiment of sex. I can be in a museum and I can see a damn fucking exhibit of a dinosaur, and I can start talking about bones and equate that to a hard penis and shit. Well, wherever I go, I can sexualize. It don't matter. It don't matter where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
YouTube watcher, you just don't have enough game, bro. Because sex is the reason why we're all here. So how the fuck can you not where can you not sexualize things? Sex is in everything we do. What are we talking about, bro?
It's the way you say it. You can be looking at some grass. Look at the way that grass grows. Just look at it. It don't matter. It don't matter where you at, man.
You see that? You see how it was laying down and it got into the erect position? Girl, look at that shit. Nature is amazing. Right?
Take your shoes off and feel it. Feel that.
Feel that.
Yeah. Feel the earth. You feel that energy.
And she's like, is it soft? It's only one way to find out. Once you lay down on that grass, let's see how soft that motherfucker is right quick. Right? Because bro, I've had sex outside on the grass. I mean, we got ate about some ants. That shit didn't feel too good. But it happened. Bro, we was going at it. All of a sudden, she's like, ow. I look up, there's ants crawling up her and shit. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. But I'm just saying, it did happen.
It's the aura. Y'all forget the aura and the personality and the vibe. And I guess that's what I keep going back to is having fun. If you go about it as business, that's what it's going to be, a transactional business where everybody's checking these cues and these boxes. Did he take me out? Yes. Did he spend this amount of money? Yes. Did she eat meals? Yes. Okay. Did I do this? Yes. Okay. I think it adds up to sex about now. Like, that whole aura of you looking at her. Like if you ain't never just looked at a woman, just looked at her up and down, and then she give you that little shy smile, and then she look back, it's like, why are you looking at me? Like I don't even know you. But then you keep looking at her like, and then she just kind of look at you and then come over and say, what's your name? Like, you know what you're feeling. And it's exactly what I'm laying down. And this is where we're going to start at. You got to be able to enjoy those moments and interaction with people and turn that aura on that. You know what I'm talking about, girl. Like you know what I'm talking about. Like,
right. But Jay Roman, you gotta like women though. I think a lot of these guys, they really don't like women like that. So for them, it's hard to conversate in a very organic, fluid manner, right? But even when you very first walk up, see, you can be very sexual without using the word sex or fuck, right? You can be even how you talk to a woman, how you look at her, when you lean in and whisper to her, she can feel the energy, and she knows it. She knows that this is a sexual being in front of me, right? Right? You can exude sexuality without necessarily using R or X-rated language. You can also use R, X-rated language. I'm not opposed to that either. But you can be sexual. With a lot of you guys, your conversations are very basic, very dry, very friendly. A lot of you motherfuckers are friendly, right? I'm not trying to be friendly when I talk to women. Okay, it doesn't mean I'm trying to be an asshole, but I'm not trying to be friendly. Any woman that's ever talked to me, I'm a sexual person, right? And I can turn anything into a sexual innuendo or speak with sexual undertones or overtones, anything, right? And that's my natural disposition. That's my masculine identity, right? To be that way.
Right. And another thing is practice, guys. You got to practice. A lot of you guys don't have any real experience talking to women or dating or doing any of it. So that's why a lot of you, it's hard to do this and it's hard to do that. Nothing in life is hard. Nothing. It's what you practice. You see what I'm saying? It's what you practice is how much exposure you get to the thing. But a lot of you guys don't want to put in the work. So then of course everything's going to be difficult for you.
So he says being way too available is unattractive. Yes. Guys, don't listen to women online when they say he ain't never available, girl. I want to see it. No. When you're again, this is what I want guys to understand. There's going to be instances where women consciously think about things as far as what they like and don't like when it comes to your behavior. Then there's going to be other things where it's subconscious, where they just don't like it. Like women say they might want something until they get it and they realize they don't like it, right? So you being available, like you guys, for the life of me, you guys that when you first meet a woman and like, let's say you guys have sex with her after a few days of knowing her, and then you try to have sex with her 2 days later, bro, what are you doing? Like, bro, chill. Like let that shit breathe. Like chill. Go do something else with your time. But also what you're saying with that action, when you're too available, that's boyfriend energy. Because what a lot of women may assume or presume is that they're the only ones you're seeing.
Right.
So what some women may think, I'm the only, like he's seen me like 5 times in 2 weeks. So what some women may think, I'm the only one. So some women may just start to think and assume that they can have something more because of this energy and opportunity you're giving them to be around you. So chill. Like go do something else.
I think fake unavailability is unattractive to women. Or you fake like you busy and they know you really not because they can tell the way the conversation goes, or when you call them back, or when you do something where you said, I was going to be busy, but then you know what, something just freed up and I'm able to, like, you can't be fake about your unavailability.
Right.
Like it has to be real because it'll come off real. Like, it'll come off in the conversation. Hey, how you doing? I like to call it the 10-minute conversation, which really, it's really, really long. 10 minutes is long to talk to somebody. But like when you give them that quick 10-minute conversation, but hey, I gotta go. Like I gotta go because you gotta go. You and they could tell because you're just like, hey, it's time for me to go. I gotta do this. And then they try to call back because they always try to disrupt whatever you got going on. They always try, but when hey, what's up? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I gotta go.
Well, this is what I would say. Okay, whether you're too available, like to spend time with the woman, or too available on the phone, where you're always free to talk. Like, man, what a lot of you guys do is because you have difficulties attracting women or keeping women around to where they want to deal with you. You'll meet one woman and things are going seemingly well. She seems to be attracted to you. Maybe you guys are having sex and you don't want to let that go. You want to keep access to her. So you'll just give her all this time and attention, energy, and effort. And what happens is, let's say for the sake of argument, you're spending 3 days a week with this chick and you just met her 2 weeks ago. What sometimes could happen is she feels entitled to be able to call you whenever she wants. She feels entitled to call you at 1 o'clock in the morning too. No, you can't. But a lot of you guys, you will let that go down because you don't have another woman in your bed at that time anyway, right? So what happens is when you do tell her you ain't got time for her, what bitch you got over there? Like some women will go that way because you gave them so much access to you they literally think they're the only ones.
Right.
And again, the unintended consequences of giving women options with you. And not only that, women get spoiled. Women, y'all are like children. I gotta say it. Okay. Look, for any of you guys that got kids, right? Let your kid eat a bunch of candy in the morning. And then the next morning try to feed them some real food. But Dad, can I have some more nerds? Right. This is how they get spoiled. Do something one time. But more importantly, do something twice. Especially in a row. Twice. Do something twice in a row. Women will literally expect it's supposed to always be that way. And then the moment you take it away, or the moment you show inconsistencies, now you got a chick questioning you and shit.
Yep.
This is why you got to be careful with what you introduce. And it's not. Yeah. And this is where we talk about managing and mitigating your interactions with women. Sometimes you got to protect women from themselves, because women are quick to start having this Disneyland fantasy shit about what they think is going to happen with y'all. Oh, I think he might be my next boyfriend. So they start to already in their head already have these different things that's going to happen with y'all. And sometimes you gotta snatch it up and be like, baby girl, slow down. Like, you got it fucked up. Like, it ain't that kind of party over here. And it doesn't mean that she can't eventually get that, but not now.
Exactly. We got 502. You are on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. We got your host, K Zaggin, and we got Jay Roman and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
What's going on, gentlemen? It's Phoenix, 42, Louisville, Kentucky.
Phoenix.
What up, Phoenix?
Bro? What's up?
What's going on, y'all? You're doing all right?
Chilling, man. Happy Thanksgiving, man. How's your Thanksgiving? Everything good?
Hey, man, y'all too, man. My Thanksgiving was great. How about y'all?
Perfect. It was perfect, man. Time with family. Shout out to my fam, man. Had a great time.
Yeah, I feel that. But yeah, just a question real quick. I know y'all tried to go and all that, but it was just something kind of like what Jay Roman said, and then some of the video clips y'all been playing about, like, say, a checkbox of, like, the guy spent this much on the date and all that stuff like that. Should a woman ever know how much we spend on a date and how much we spend on the gifts?
No.
Okay.
If you feel the need to show your bitch the receipts, that means you seeking validation. That means you trying to prove something to her. You understand? Because again, what is the reason to give somebody a gift?
Yeah, because you want to.
No. But what I'm saying is, what is the meaning of the gift?
I see what you're saying. Like, what would be the meaning behind it? Like, it would be like maybe the person's earned it, something that you wanted to do for them.
Exactly. So what does it matter how much it costs? That's none of her business. Now, if these are the certain red flags that you need to pay attention to. If she's the type of bitch that's gonna peek over at the receipt all the time, or she needs to know how much this costs, or you buy her jewelry, or you buy her this, or you buy that, and she's always asking you what was the MSRP retail value, like she's on some fucking game show, then you know you dealing with a gold digging bitch, a gold digging materialistic bitch. That's what you're doing. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Phoenix, real quick. Phoenix. Phoenix, hold on, real quick. My question would be, why would the price even come up? Is that something that she's asking, or something you're volunteering?
Exactly.
Yeah, because I was noticing, it was I think it was a video clip you played, Zag, where the dude was mad that he was showing the woman the receipt, and he was like, "Well, hold on, this meal costs like $500," and I constantly see in these other different videos and stuff that these women know how much these dudes are spending on dates, and I'm like, "Yo, how do they?" Like,
okay, cool. So here it is. So sometimes what guys will do, they'll try to equate the amount of money they're spending based on what they should be getting after the date. Oh, I should get sex because I spent this, which is dumb.
And I need the good sex too, not just the normal sex. I need the good sex. But my reward system, when you spend under 5,000, this is what you get, and I spent more than 5,000.
Yeah, but here's my thing. Here's my thing, real quick. Money should never ever come up in any discussion,
right?
That you're having with a woman. You're saying it should never. The only time money should come up is if you're talking about cohabitating with a woman. And you're talking about bills and all that other shit, or marriage. If you're not at that juncture, y'all should never have a discussion about money ever.
Exactly.
For any reason.
Okay. Now I'm saying like my situation now. You guys excuse it because this is before I started listening to y'all. Now, when I would go out to eat with women, even for just tacos, I never went out for expensive dinners. I never would spend nothing over say like $15. But I did notice there were some women that I would take out, and I would notice that they were kind of flipping through the menu, and it was kind of like So it was like I kind of started to peep that they were looking at the prices of the stuff. And I would notice that some women were like ordering more food depending upon the price. And then I would have to check them and be like, hey, look, I see that's at $20 right there.
You shouldn't be at that restaurant then.
I would have to.
Okay. I've never look. Here's the thing. See, this is why setting the tone and the boundaries are so important. I've never had a woman ever do that to me.
Ever.
In fact, any woman that I dated for an extended period of time or got into a relationship with, when we went to the restaurant, they asked me rather, what's my limit? Meaning they were always cognizant of, before I just start ordering shit, let me make sure that this man is cool with the shit I'm about to order.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's a sign of respect, right? That's a sign of respect for her not to assume just because me and this man are in a relationship or just because we've been fucking, I can just order what the fuck I want to order. Now, I'm not particular or picky, but just the notion that a woman will ask me, what's my limit? I don't want to just be ordering shit.
I don't want to assume, right?
I don't want to assume. That's a sign of respect. But y'all got
right.
Shit, man. Jay Roman a little different. Like, I think that women order expensive. They got expensive taste. My daughter, we go out, she got expensive taste. She looks for shrimp and lobster and things on the menu. And if I'm asking you out to dinner and that's on the menu, to me that's on me unless I communicate. Because I will communicate and say, hey, you ain't getting that. Right? Like, so my thing is like, it takes communication if you don't want that to be. Now, when I did go on some dates and they want to order something expensive, in my head, if it looks like they just look for the most expensive thing to order, then that's saying something to me. But it's also my bad if I'm bringing to them a restaurant and I got to proud gouge them and be like, hey, you can't order that. You can't order this. It's, to me, I'm looking at you, say, okay, if I know who I got sitting across from me, if this is the goal, have you ever had that before? No, I never had this squid stuff before. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Okay. So now I know, like, you don't fit my personality because you're not even ordering what you like. You just ordering something you ain't never ordered just because the price tag on it,
expensive,
or
right?
something like that. What does the in market mean? What is the market like? So
pricey.
Yeah, like you're doing it just because of the situation here. Then that speaks volume to me. It's our job to hear it, though. It's our job to see it. It's our job to say, okay, my bad. I learned from this. I didn't communicate very well before we even got here.
Check this out. That's exactly, caller. See, that's exactly why when we talk about the vetting process, that's exactly why we don't really do a bunch of dates in the first few months. You understand? That's exactly why we don't feed bitches on the first date. Because you see, here's the thing. All of that money that I'm spending on dinner and the place that I'm choosing to allow you to come with me to, all of that is based on first of all, the type of man that I am, and then second of all, the type of woman that you are to me.
Facts.
You understand that?
Don't let that go over your head. But go ahead.
Think about it like this. Let's say you're trying to do like a business deal, right? A lot of companies do this where they'll have a certain client and they're trying to do a business deal, and the business deal is worth a certain amount. So in order to treat the client nice to kind of smooth out the deal, they'll take them to a restaurant for dinner. Okay, let's meet for dinner and discuss the business deal. Now, if it's a 5-figure deal, we probably gonna take them to Ruth Chris, right? But if it's a 6-figure deal or $1 million deal, we're taking them to Del Frisco's or something different. You understand what I'm saying to you? So it's the same kind of thing when you're dealing with a woman. This is why it doesn't make sense to really go out to dinner on the first date, because you don't know what that woman is really worth to you. So you don't want to sit her in front of a fucking menu that has an item on it that has an $80 price tag when she hasn't earned that and she's not worth that to you at that point. Do you understand? And even after she has sex with you, she's still not worth that. A woman doesn't. Dick cancels out pussy. So if we fucking, that don't earn you no fucking $80 steak with me. You see what I'm saying?
It should.
What earns you that steak is for you to show that you actually have some value in my life. So then after a few months of setting consistencies and vetting and understanding who we are, who I am as a man and who you are to me as the woman that wants to be in my life, that's when I could start taking you to certain places. And that's when I can sit you in front of that menu and not worry about what you're going to order, because I know what you mean to me. Right? Because if she don't mean that much, if she don't mean that much, guess where she's going? We're going to Chili's. If she don't mean that much, you understand? If I know the type of bitch she is in my life, I know the type of restaurant she's going to go to, bro. Check this out.
We're going to Kuala Junior.
Check this out. And here's the other crazy part. I don't usually go to Chili's. So guess what? Listen. I don't usually go to Chili's. So if you're the type of woman that I would only take to Chili's, you're not the type of woman that I should be going out on dates with. You're just the type of woman that I'm just gonna smash.
And I seen these
reach your standard.
This is what you guys don't understand about standard. You really think it's about the female. If I look at a bitch and I'm like, you know what, I will only take that bitch to Chili's. That's a red flag for me, because if I would only take her to Chili's and I know I don't usually go to Chili's, then she's not the woman that should be in my life.
She's below your standard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We was out in Miami.
On that note, Miles, like another thing that what you said that kind of helped save me, like I wouldn't take them out to eat, but then I like say I would still take them out, but I'd say, hey, you want to meet out for drink? And a long time ago, you had checked me on that. You were like, hey, say a drink. So when I say a drink, and then they show up and the date's going good, and then they try to order another drink, I have to stop and be like, whoa. You can have another drink, but you're paying for that one.
Right. You do. You get in the second round.
And that's
you get in the second round.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah, you get in the second round. So then that it also puts that into place for that. So yeah, I appreciate that game. You put me up on that a long time ago.
Yeah, and you can let women know when the joint is going seemingly well. People, I'm gonna order another drink. Go ahead, baby girl. Get your drink on. Oh, by the way, you got the second round though.
You got the second round.
But most guys are afraid to do that because they feel like the chick ain't gonna like them, or they feel like they might not get no ass.
Exactly.
See, for me, I don't like to drink too much like that in public. So my thing is, I use that old school word, nightcap.
Be the ones that I end up fooling with. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll like stay around a lot because it's like they show that.
Right.
The second round.
Right. So Phoenix. So are you good?
Yeah.
Did we answer your question or what? We good?
Yeah, that answers my question a whole lot, man. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on back in. I appreciate it as always.
All right, bro. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for supporting the show. We appreciate you. All right. Last call. We got 513. You're on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. We got your host K Zaggin, and then we got Jay Roman and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you? 513. Going once. 513. Going twice. Hello?
Okay.
Yo.
These niggas.
You hear me?
Barely. What's going on, bro? Hello? All right, we out of here.
Okay. So real quick, there was a couple of questions. I'm not going to put them up. Marvin and Freddie. I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. Y'all are asking these basic elementary questions about approaching women. So if you guys have difficulties even talking to women, you need coaching from the ground up, right? We're not going to be able to help you get over your fear of anxiety, your fear of rejection. We're not going to be able to help you get over that in just live stream. You need coaching so we can figure out why these things exist in your life. right? So you can get past that. But guys, that's some elementary shit. Just approaching a woman and striking up a conversation. I mean, goddamn. I mean, come on now. that ain't that difficult to do. And Miles, let me say this, because you said something, and I've talked about this in the past. When it comes to, I'm so methodical and in particular. Like, let's say for the sake of argument, I'm dealing with a woman for like 4 or 5 months. And we've been fucking, and then I start to say, you know what, this is a cool chick. She's been showing me some shit. You know, let me take her out.
Right.
There are certain places that I'm willing to take her because she's only been around for that small period of time.
Right.
So Chili's is the place I would go. Right. I probably don't like, but Chili's is Chili's. But 4 months in, Chili's is all she might get. She's not gonna get Morton Steakhouse.
Right.
Right. She's not gonna get because she ain't been around. Right. When it comes to relationships, when I've been in relationships with women, there are certain places I would take them that I would never take a woman I've been dealing with for 6 months. Because you haven't earned that level of investment, right? You haven't gotten to that point. There's literally different chains or different types of restaurants I take chicks to based on what role they play in my life and what they mean to me. Like even trips. Like if you're not my woman, we're not taking a trip no fucking where, right? But even then, depending on what role you play in my life, okay, you earned a road trip. We're gonna go to Austin and do a bed and breakfast. But I'm not getting on no plane with you where we gotta have passports to get into another country. You ain't there yet, right? I'm peculiar about that, right? And I think guys, and the reason why, here's the thing. The reason why is because one, I need for you to know that when the dates start to get better, when the trips get better, you know it's because of the level of investment you put in. You know it's because of what you've been doing. And you're going to know, oh, I had to be his girlfriend to get this.
Right.
You're going to know that each step of the way, you have to put in some work to get this consideration. I'm not just giving it to you because I'm fucking you or because I think you're cute.
Exactly.
But anyway, y'all got it, man. Look, we in overtime.
Yeah, my bro used to do that. My brother, man, he used to take a road trip, not an overnight, but just I got to pick up something at this city. He would invite whoever he was just kind of talking to, and roll there and roll back, like a 6-hour trip, 7-hour trip. Go there and come back. He'd come back, and I was like, "Dog, why you taking him on this road trip and stuff like that?" He says, "Hey, man, if I can't sit in the car with her for a certain amount of hours without her getting irritating, then I know we cool. But if she irritating on the way back, I know this ain't gonna last. We can't go on a trip. We can't go on a trip or anything together because we couldn't even sit in the car and ride and enjoy each other there and on the way back. So I think for fellas, you guys should always have your eyes open, your ears open, your visuals. Just don't look how cute she is, how she looking at dress, how she looking at clothes, and really start to examine certain things that you see and cut it off. Don't justify it in your head because she's showing you herself, and you got to be able to be smart enough to read it because it's all on you. You're the one that is allowing her to gain more and more time, more and more of your resources. And my thing is, you got to be the one to say, okay, we got to end this right here. Start to learn how to start learning how to really read situations and read the individual and say, nah, this ain't gonna continue. You got to have that standard though to do that. And so that's why I always say, Miles, great way to state it. You gotta know yourself and have your own personality and have your own masculine identity.
Facts.
There you go. All right, guys. That's been Manhood. It's a skill set. Miles, you want to plug anything on the way out?
Yeah, like I said, guys, Black Friday sale at masculineidentity.com. masculineidentity.com. Go to masculineidentity.com. In the checkout page, just type in Black Friday, all caps, no space. Black Friday, all caps, no space. And you get 20% off the soap, 20% off the poster, and 20% off the consultations and coaching consultations. So make sure you go to masculineidentity.com to take advantage of the Black Friday sale, which will be over midnight on Cyber Monday. So make sure y'all come through and take advantage.
Cool. We got to get on that. On that note, J. Roman, you got any last words for the fellas and for the ladies in the joint?
No, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend, fellas. You know, don't run from leadership, because no matter what, they still following your lead. So you know, don't run from it, and tune in tomorrow for the Real Game No Theory show.
Real Game No Theory. I'm gonna be mobile tomorrow, so you know, but I'm gonna still come through. So make sure y'all look out for us tomorrow at 12 noon. Real Game No Theory. Shout out to Mr. 1950, Steve the Dean, K Zag, Mr. Lucario, and myself. So make sure y'all look out for us. Real Game No Theory tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time.
On that note, enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.